Welcome to another Halloween special, Psycho, the 1960 version.
Directed by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense.
Oh yeah, Dwibs, have you ever seen an Alfred Hitchcock film before?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Let's just say he's the
film. Then get ready to have your broadness questioned.
Let's just say Dwibs, he's the filmmaker Shyamalan wishes he could be.
Yeah. Didn't he compare himself to him once?
Oh, he compared himself to Hitchcock, Kubrick, and
Spielberg.
He compared himself to actually no, Theo, that was the press.
Ed Wood as well.
To be fair, Theo, that was the press, not himself.
Okay.
He did compare himself to Ed Wood, but we're not talking about Shyamalan right now. We're talking about Psycho. And no, not the stupid remake in 1980. We're saving that for
1998. We'll get to that later.
Oh, right, 1998. Anywho, audience, oh shoot, I need to check to see what you need to start before. Okay, audience, basically start right before the Universal Pictures logo.
Actually, Paramount distributed this film.
But there's a Universal Studios logo.
In this copy, there's a Universal Studios logo.
The legal stuff, whatever.
We can talk more about that after we started the film commentary. But for now, when I say click, you press play. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click. By the way, am I the only one who loves the remix of the Universal Studios Pictures theme for their 30th anniversary logo?
Do you mean the 100th? Do you mean the 100th?
I mean 100th anniversary.
Now we have the Paramount one.
Yeah, now it's Paramount. Yeah, but yeah,
this was back.
Yeah, but again, it's Brian Tyler.
And here's our first Hitchcock hallmark. Like this, this kind of music. It's all over his films.
So, Dwibs, you had some trivia about the legal matters of Universal and Paramount?
I guess Paramount had the theatrical distribution rights, but I guess they ended up at Universal at some point, hence why they were the ones that published the remake.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot, it was made in the 60s, this movie, but I forgot, Pedro, since you have more knowledge on that. Did Hitchcock made it intentionally black and white, or he just couldn't?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
It's kind of, some filmmaker back in the 50s and 60s.
It's kind of his thing.
It's because...
Yeah, believe it or not, black and white actually wasn't that much a thing in 1960. This is all done on purpose.
Yeah, one of Hitchcock's most famous tricks, it's making sort of realistic blood using chocolate syrup.
Basically, in the late 30s, color came to films, but it took a while before because filmmakers were so used and loved the black and white style so much that it took a while before it ran out of style.
And yet, surprisingly, it was out of style by 1960, but Hitchcock actually did something clever and used the black and white theme to his advantage.
It took a while. Tim Burton used it in Ed Wood in 1994, and
Mel Brooks used it in Young Frankenstein.
And probably the most recent use of it is in 2011 with Michelle Hazanavicius, The Artist.
Wait, hold on. Didn't Frankenweenie come after The Artist at some point?
Pedro, wasn't it also used in that movie you showed us with that guy of mute cinema stuff?
That's it, The Artist. That's what I said. The Artist.
Oh,
Phoenix, Arizona.
Not to be confused with Phoenix, Arizona.
Friday.
Hey, yeah. My aunt and uncle live in Phoenix, Arizona.
How ironic.
The first thing you'll notice about Alfred Hitchcock, his movies are fantastically shot. Alfred Hitchcock was a master director, and he always knows how to really convey what's going on in the movie through his direction.
Yeah. Fun fact, initially when this film first came out, it got mixed reception, sort of because people were a bit uncomfortable with the way this film was done, since, for lack of a better term, it was unorthodox, to say the least.
Most unorthodox.
Of course, nowadays this film has stellar reception. And I believe this is our protagonist here.
Indeed.
Oh, hello there. This is just like the beginning of Ghosts and Goblins.
Settling down for a nice night of nookie.
Okay, there's some things I should say about the other people as well as Hitchcock. The script was written by Joseph Stefano, who would later go on to write an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yep.
There you go.
And the score itself was done by Bernard Herrmann, who I guess was a regular of Hitchcock's, and also Orson Welles.
They all say like that.
Hey, wait, aren't there supposed to be subtitles?
True. There's no subtitles in this one, though. Whatever.
They lied. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hello.
My planet needs me.
Nope.
It sounds a lot like a lot of my problems. It's personal stuff.
I'm not going to question that.
Ooh, steak.
Yummy. Oh, yeah, it was just funny. There was actually today. I actually watched that someone actually released a Hitler parody of Psycho.
All right.
What?
Oh,
It's almost like his fate.
I guess. Oh.
what a paradox.
You created a respectable paradox.
You'd almost think we were in 1960s Britain with the way they're acting so polite.
Well, this was 1960.
Those were happier days.
1960.
Well, not happier days for some people.
The same year Coronation Street started, actually. A British soap opera.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can tell this movie was made in the 60s.
Ah, the good old 60s, where marriage was pretty much a, hi, I'm meet X. Shall we marry? Yes.
Slug.
The Disney method.
Actually, this makes the Disney method look fleshed out by comparison.
And this film was actually based off a book,
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
which I haven't read.
I kind of feel sorry for the writer of the book because it's one thing with Jaws or Jurassic Park, but have you ever heard anyone remember this movie for being based off of a book?
Well, no, of course. When you say Psycho, the first thing that comes to people's minds is the Hitchcock classic.
Yeah.
Probably didn't help that you have such a big name
it's kind of-
director like Hitchcock
It's
involved.
it's a similar thing with oh God. Never
I wouldn't
mind.
say.
A lot of
I wouldn't
movies.
say Harry Potter or anything like that.
Lost,
'Cause-
lost my train of thought.
yeah. Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock can be quite demanding.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, no, Dweebs, it's not like Kubrick asking to do the same scene like 127 times.
But from what I've heard, Hitchcock was a very determined guy to the point where
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
he had a lot of demand.
And he has also his favorite muse. I can't remember her name though.
The three, basically, it's the perfectionist trio that I like to call them. Orson Welles, Alfred Hitchcock, and Stanley Kubrick. The three big filmmakers of Hollywood who are renowned for being perfectionists.
Yeah. I'll be damned. Oh.
It's interesting because
I remember
for a
when she
second there-
popped
for a second-
right out into existence.
For a second, I thought he was going to get out his gun and shoot her.
He's not that Texan.
Turns out he's the psycho.
Remember, we're in Arizona, not Texas. Arizona is crazy, but not as crazy as Texas.
Which is interesting because at the time this movie actually came out the same year as Kubrick's Spartacus.
What, 1960?
Yep.
Really? $40,000?
Money, motherfucker.
I guess by that point, 40 grand was worth like billions now.
Basically, Marion Crane, who's right here, and her boyfriend Sam Loomis can't marry because, well, he's in debt. So it sounds like this guy here is planning to drop off a $40,000 cash payment, which could be just what they need.
You can tell he has money because he's a completely Texas stereotype character. So oil and
Arizona,
shit.
of all places.
Anything can be bought and sold for the right oil. Okay, moving on.
Bursteroni.
I swear, that guy looks like a Vincent Price.
Okay, I'm starting to see the reason now why most people credit Hitchcock for this film and not really the writer.
George Looney. Ha ha ha.
That's my money.
Also, I
Now
forgot,
piss off.
Pedro. Is there a cameo of Hitchcock himself here in year 2?
Let's look it up.
I forgot.
I mean, Hitchcock loved to put
Yeah, he
himself
did.
as a cameo in his movies,
Yeah.
but I can't remember if he's in.
Yeah,
in this one.
another thing Shyamalan stole from him.
Cameoing in movies.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Well, then again, most directors, well, some directors do that.
yeah. But
Even Michael-
well, okay, fine. Let me put it like this, Dwebs. Hitchcock was the one who made it cool.
Even Michael Bay did it, but even then he was only there for like a split second in Armageddon.
Yeah. Basically, Hitchcock was the one that made it popular.
Yeah, in
Does
fact,
he does he
let's
eat
just see.
does he eat a carrot?
Heavy.
Uh,
That would be interesting. Hitchcock eating a carrot, going, "What's up, Doc?"
oh yeah. By the way, By the way, Dibs, you know how in horror movies there's the whole half-naked lady cliche?
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at the birth of that right now.
Okay.
So yeah, this is sort of where. Well, actually, a lot of
Okay,
things.
I've got a
a
theory.
What?
Go ahead.
That money there was actually the actress's salary. They're just parading it on screen, saying, "Ha ha, you're not her, so you're not getting this money."
Wouldn't that
Poor
be
girl.
clever?
Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock is addicted to cinema goers.
Ding.
Ding.
Which is funny because on a very small budget, it costs. Apparently, it says it costs $806,000-ish dollars. It actually made quite a lot of the box office, 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm guessing in their speak, 50 million is worth like hundreds of millions today.
I guess.
I love the irony of the mixed reception it got back in the day.
Well, a lot of films have that thing. Like,
True. Yeah. It's
Like,
like,
it's like a-
this is
basically,
reversal
well,
of
I'm-
it being aged badly. In this case, it aged perfectly, actually. Especially when you could...
a lot of times, like most of the times, film people don't realize how important a film is as soon as it comes out. Most of the time, a film gains
takes a while.
importance as time goes on. Mostly Kubrick films. The only film
It's
on
like
the top of my
first
head that
impressions are different.
the only film off the top of my head that people immediately realized was a breakthrough was Walt Disney's Snow White. Immediately, the day after that movie came out, Walt Disney was getting messages from people in the movie business saying this is one of the most important films ever made and stuff like that. People immediately realized that the art form has changed.
Yeah, you're right. It's
yes,
like,
these
there are a
kind-
lot of films that you can get very different
don't you just
impressions.
love these kinds of shots when the roads are clearly, screened in at the back?
Oh, back in the day, it was the only way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like today where it's just cheap green screens.
Or you can put in mini cameras.
Oh my god, I just realized something, Dwibs.
What?
Going by 1960 standards, Food Fight would actually look like animation genius.
Well, shit. What the hell?
Movie kind of just gave away that he's going to be the villain.
Are you sure about that, Dwibs? Are you sure?
I'd be like, what if like you put?
The Dwibs, this is
what if you-
Dwibs,
what if you
don't fall
put
into
in
that trap, Dwibs. It's a Hitchcock film. Not everything is as it seems.
What if you put this? What if like in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, you put this music up on the very first moment you see Professor Quirrell?
Dwibs, rule number 10 of Hitchcock: don't expect for the film to always go for the cliche.
Hitchcock is a master at playing with your expectations. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie is about as old as my stepdad is.
Yeah. You know. One thing that's the beauty of this film, it's like, well, even though it's so old, it doesn't really feel dated. Outside of course, some story elements like eager marriage and whatnot. Surprisingly, this film still catches people off guard, even when they're used to the whole film cliches.
Wonder what happened. I wonder what else happened in 1960 aside from this and Coronation Street.
I don't know. Maybe the man got to the moon.
That was the 70s.
Yeah.
No, 1969.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was 1 year off.
Extreme close up.
I could almost see his. Stop staring into my soul.
I'm unnecessary creepy for no reason.
I'm a 60s police officer. I'm always creepy.
Well, the thing is, Theo, this is a thing. Like, it's to put. He's trying to put us into her mind.
I know, it's a big Hitchcock ambiguity in every single character.
Actually, what I was gonna say is the reason he's shot like that is because he wants to put us in her shoes. Like, he's as creepy to us as he is to her, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And she just drives off and runs him over.
Arc.
So yeah, plot twist actually, Dwibs. It turns out that there's a reason she was spooked of her boss. It turns out that she's actually ditching the wedding and stealing the $40,000.
Yeah.
Money, motherfucker.
So it turns out that the only reason she was creepy to us, so the only reason that the boss was portrayed as creepy to us was because she was frightened that she'd get figured out.
Oh.
What the?
Good. He didn't see my salary.
So yeah, there you go. Turns out that she may actually be the bad guy based on what's going on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shit. I got a stalker on my hands. Seriously, I can imagine it now. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone playing, and Crow's like, Harry Potter! Dun, 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 dun.
Basically, when it comes to this kind of use of music, when it comes to paranoid characters, it was also used brilliantly in Eyes Wide Shut with Georgi Ligeti's in a specific scene where Tom Cruise thinks he's being followed. Eyes Wide Shut. As Wes can confirm for me.
Well, to be honest,
Wiz, what was your first reaction to that movie when you saw it?
Eyes Wide Shut.
He was.
What did you think?
He was weirded out as everybody is.
Yeah.
You watched it with him?
Well,
he posted on SSMB.
There are two reasons.
Okay.
One, because of the content in the movie, and two, Tom Cruise in a Kubrick movie.
Well, it was actually Spielberg who suggested him to Kubrick.
Oh, all right then.
I mean, Kubrick at the time actually had a lot of great relationship with Tom Cruise, and that's why he was in his films after that.
So, of course, he has to try and ditch the cops. So what better way than to try and do something with that car?
California.
California! Dang it, how do we keep thinking of the same things?
Well, you want to think of Schwarzenegger then?
Okay, good point.
Yeah, this got me wondering, what if in like the remake of Psycho, they found a role for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Honestly, Dwibs, that would have been an
Yes, I
improvement.
am the killer.
Honestly, Dwibs, the remake's that bad that including Arnold Schwarzenegger could only have been an improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
When
later.
reading newspaper, nothing suspicious about that at all. Actually, I'll just stay here and check. Anyway, I'll be right back and need to get a drink.
That's another good thing about the Hitchcock movie. The pacing, it may be slow, but it in reality it takes its time in order to establish everything quietly.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean that's typical Hitchcock. Well, he's not as slow as Kubrick, obviously, but he always took advantage of atmosphere and build up.
I love these
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, the ancestor of the Micro Machine, man.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that.
That old used carsman sale talk.
Yes. Totally not creepy.
Uh-huh.
57.
Okay, guys, question.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any such thing as a Alfred Hitchcock drinking game?
Um.
I'm pretty sure there is. Let me check this.
Okay. Here's one. Well, here's one. Webs. Take a shot
Scary
every time.
music.
Take a shot. Yeah, scary music, definitely.
I'm black and white.
Hold on. Notice how she was, looking over there. She's constantly paranoid right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, the cop's gonna see me.
Wow, that was one of the most easiest sales I've ever had. I love the look of the guy when the sale goes through that easily.
Because I've got a pint of cider with me here now.
Well, Hitchcock wasn't as, per se, formulaic as, say, the likes of Kubrick or Stephen King.
Not Kubrick. Wait, since when was Kubrick formulaic?
No. What's like Kubrick had this overall formula of
creepy music.
making stuff more atmospheric and stuff. I'm not saying that okay. I'm not saying that Kubrick was as formulaic as Stephen King, but Kubrick still had this formula to where the point where you recognized a Kubrick film.
Well, oh shit, that's his style more like. I mean, but every film he made was in a different genre, each of them. So it's not like, anyway, cutting money.
I'm just saying there's a bit of
Alfred
formula, but
Hitchcock
maybe that's a
drinking
bad
game.
choice of words. Okay, let's hear it.
Drink every time a famous landmark is seen, a peroxide blonde walks in, somebody is murdered, we see things from a character's point of view, and a vehicle is in shot. And 2 drinks every time Alfred Hitchcock is seen.
I hope that you're still in good condition. I hope that you're still in good condition after this, Dwibs. You remember we've got a comic book commentary.
Well, in the bright side, Joe, we might see the long-awaited return of Drunk Dwibs.
True. That could even help out with doing with JLA Act of God, because there's a certain character who gets turned into a drunk in that one too.
Yeah.
So
Don't spoil it, Tio.
No, I know.
Can you guys keep those rules in mind?
Sure.
Wait, you want us to keep track?
I will.
Post them, type them.
Yeah.
I'll copy and paste.
Yeah.
Good idea. Go ahead and do that. In the meantime, I have to burp for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
So off I go in my flashy. Oh.
What?
Pass my car, you bitch. And it turns out it was a bomb, and oh crap! Music again.
She's even biting her lips.
A wrong one.
Wrong one. Yeah, I remember. Made in the 60s.
Point of view shot.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh crap!
This is gonna be dead by the end of this movie.
Okay, 2 shots done. Damn!
And we're just barely starting.
Actually, Theo, we're almost a third into this.
Alright.
I think, from what I've heard, Hitchcock's films aren't very long.
No, not really. We just get to the point with their own pace.
Ah!
So, by the way, Peter, what's your favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie?
Vertigo.
Interesting. Jova? Oh, it's BRB.
Yeah.
Dweebs, I don't think you told us.
He hasn't seen one. No.
Well, mine is The Birds.
Oh yeah.
That
Another
was my
one.
favorite. Huh? Dweebs, you. I think
Well.
you
The thing
might
is,
just
Theo.
get-
Well, the thing is, Theo, being a Kubrick fanboy, I'm a guy who loves awesome, crazy visuals. So obviously, Vertigo would be my favorite.
Oh, sure. Dweebs, I think you can just take one for this scene in general, because you will be dead, probably.
Yeah.
It's like taking one shot for each flashback in it.
What I love about this scene is how, like, seriously, you can literally, just from listening to this flashback lines, you can literally feel the conflict in her head. Like, it feels like she's about to snap at any second now.
Yeah.
And now
Now
she
there
can't
is no
see
point
shit.
of view because it's black as shit.
God damn it, Alfred! Stop shining that light on my face.
Well, too bad, love. We got to film the scene this way and like it.
Okay.
But Alfred, I need to see. Tough. And then it turns out she drove into the ocean. Oh. There we are. Bates Motel.
Motel.
Have you guys seen that TV show?
What?
Bates Motel?
Nope.
No.
I haven't either, but I've heard it's decent.
A motel with no other cars parked there.
It actually stars, of all people, as Norman Bates. It actually stars the guy who played Charlie in the Tim Burton Charlie and the Chocolate Factory film.
Huh.
So, excuse me.
Oh, hello there, Haunted Mansion.
Hello? All I want is a room, for Christ's sake. Sorry, Alfred's following me everywhere I go. It's kind of disturbing. Christ, I'm making Alfred Hitchcock seem like a very weird man.
Well, as most
Yeah.
genius directors are weird people.
Yeah. There we go.
Hello, I'm
What
gonna.
kind of accent is that?
We'll have to wait for
America.
We'll have to wait for Jova to tell us which one it is.
So we're in that town of the first Cars movie.
Radiator Springs.
Yeah, where no one stops anymore because they built the road away.
Mary Samuel. I love it. He's okay right there in the paper.
You know, here,
Number 1.
have key number 1.
Okay.
Okay, so far, yeah, aside from a lot of shots from the character's point of view thing, the drinking game thing has actually been pretty safe for me.
Oh, don't worry, Reeves. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah, like,
Most of the things you listed are in the more intense moments anyway.
right. I'm gonna kill you later.
It doesn't look very sane in the first place, you know.
Yeah.
Granted, it's just a bit of social awkwardness, but, well, come to think of it, you know, a guy with that social awkwardness should probably not be responsible for a motel.
Isn't it kind of like, Jack from The Shining?
That's a little too forward of you.
So, they thought... So in the remake, they thought Vince Vaughn could top this guy.
Oh my god. Okay.
Vince Vaughn is a psycho, and he's about to find out that being a psycho ain't so good.
Vince Vaughn is a psycho. Rated PG-13.
So...
Okay. Don't worry, Reeves. This is not like No Country for Old Men where we show you every single step. Come on, think of it. That movie tried to use a lot of Hitchcock tropes, but
Yeah,
in a very poor way.
For me, I can see what you're going for, but for me, it's more like Kubrick's Barry Lyndon to me, because Kubrick's Barry Lyndon was also, for the most part, had little dialogue and little music to it. So for me, it was more like they were trying to ape Barry Lyndon.
A newspaper. Most suspicious.
Not to mention, if this was No Country for Old Men, by this point we would still be seeing her climb every single step of the stairs.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the first commentary we've done of a film directed by a British guy.
What the? Maleficent, is that you?
I can hear you, you know.
Okay. That's weird.
What a bitch.
Oh, she's like, wow, I found someone more psycho than me.
That's quite an achievement.
All right.
I love how the house is shot, by the way. Actually, the way the house is shot is a reference to paintings of a famous painter. I can't remember his name. Hopper, I think it's called. He was specialized in using particular shots and uses of light.
Yeah.
And that the house of Psycho is shot in the same way of one of his paintings.
So Norman Bates is played by Anthony Perkins.
Yep.
Weebs, don't spoil yourself the movie while watching its IMDb
Don't worry,
card.
don't worry. I'm just reading off the who the actors are. Wait, they made sequels?
Yes, they did.
Let me guess. None of them are really all that good.
Well, let's just say none of the cast comes back, and Hitchcock wasn't involved.
Except for Anthony Perkins.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
Sorry I've been gone for a while, but, had to eat, and, well, there was a party going on. Plenty of girls there. And one of their costumes reminded me, darn it, I wish I'd picked Book of Life. Not that this is a bad film.
Guess who
Yes, I can totally imagine Jova being there. Sorry, girl, I would like to dance with you, but I have to commentate on movies on the internet.
By the way, guess
with people over the world.
Guess who directed Psycho
Luckily,
3?
that girl was my girlfriend, so she already knew about my schedule.
Anyway, guess who directed Psycho 3?
Who?
Wait, there was a sequel?
Yes,
Yeah.
there are
Three of them.
3 of them, yeah.
And guess who directed the third?
Who?
Whoa, hello there.
Anthony Perkins.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
what time are you guys at?
35, 16, 17.
17, 18.
Let's see. Come on, no, that's too far behind. Come on. Where are you
That's
now?
fucking weird.
35, 40.
41.
Okay, I'm at 36:44.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So what have I missed?
Basically, she went into this motel and found this completely awkward, creepy guy that has there's problems with his mother.
Norman Bates.
So what did you say, 36, 44?
Yep, 36:44.
Wow.
I like how a lot of the movies that are getting the most views on the site today are Halloween oriented. You the guys there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 36:44.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, no, not yet, but we'll get to you.
Okay.
Well. We're in 3, 2, 1, click. So his hobbies is to stuff birds. Sure. Let's go with that.
Well,
Well,
this is a Hitchcock
what actually is
film,
a hobby?
so
It's
birds,
called
yeah.
taxidermy. He has a hobby of taxidermy, basically keeping stuffed things. I actually do know some people with this hobby, and let's just say visits are a bit awkward.
Actually, it's funny. One of my friends jokingly has a fake plastic T-Rex head done in the same way, like it's a hunt trophy or something. That's gigantic, and it's hanging onto one of his main room. The moment you enter the house, you find this thing. And this guy had recently had a child, a female child, and basically he's educating her in liking this fucking giant head thing.
Oh boy. Trying to get her to not be so scared that she'll crap her pants, I see.
I guess.
Anywho, yeah, Norman has a mother named Norma. Wow, his mother was egotistical.
Yeah.
And lazy.
Oh,
Well,
don't
she's
even
sort of a
get me
psychopath.
With them tish.
credits.
Ding!
I don't care what happens to the world.
Poor Norman. his mother is overbearing,
Special.
shall we say.
Yep.
Yep, and yeah, time for another thing that will later become a horror cliche. Characters with overbearing mothers. In fact, yeah, you can make an entire book of the amount of film traits that horror film traits that this movie started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitchcock is that good.
Yeah.
Also, this shot is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
It manages to be foreboding, but somewhat calm at the same time.
Also, have you noticed that they're explaining our...
Please ignore the owl on the wall. I
Yeah.
didn't kill it, I swear.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, Dwivs, does it bug you in any way? Does it make you unsettle? Does it make you unsettled?
All I'm wondering is what he did to get that owl in the first place. He's a Pinkerton now, I can't really tell.
Maybe just hunt birds or something.
Yeah. That's another thing Hitchcock did. It's like, well, he would always put things in the background that would actually sort of give you things to think about.
Anyway, what I was saying is that, another amazing thing is that we have explained a lot of stuff and the scene managed to remain confident, even though it's the same, basically, 2 shots in the same room for like 5 minutes straight. That's amazing.
Well, that's Hitchcock for you. There was one thing he wasn't going to let himself do was, fall under the usual at the time, inconsistencies between scenes. I guess you could say Alfred Hitchcock was sort of the anti-Ed Wood. Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it. He doesn't hate his mother, but he hates her mental illness.
Yes, I know this charming place called Arkham Asylum. It might work.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be out in no time.
Literally.
I mean, just last week they released the Joker saying that he was finally sane, and before that, this Poison Ivy lady. Poor guy.
Huh.
You literally compared your mother to a stuffed animal.
I didn't. I was just looking through Hitchcock's filmography. I had no idea that there was a Hitchcock film that was scored by John Williams.
That was, yeah.
Oh yeah,
John Williams is that old.
Yeah.
It was for Hitchcock's last film, Family Plot.
Oh god, I can't imagine a world without John Williams.
Well, it may happen soon, Joe. That man is having like he's in his 90s or something.
80s.
80s.
Yeah.
Like I think he's more. I don't think between him and Ennio Morricone who is the oldest.
And let's not even talk about Stan
Morricone
Lee.
scoring Tarantino's latest film.
No, I know, but I mean age. I don't know who's the oldest between the two. Thank you.
By
You
the way,
too.
you notice I like birds? I like you too.
So therefore, she's a bird.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, she'd be the bee's knees in a film like Up. Bird! Well,
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Family Plot is the only Hitchcock film that was scored by John Williams, who was a staff composer at Universal at the time.
just a staff composer.
Yeah.
I wonder what they thought of him back in the day.
There's
sure
just a rookie. Let him have that.
Oh, he seems like a nice guy, this Norman.
Yeah, totally trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell by his weird fascination with birds.
Junior Woodchuck swearing.
Oh god, I love the scenes with Norman in it. How Hitchcock sort of shoots it. I'll talk more about that later.
Alright.
Birds.
What is it with Hitchcock and birds?
Did he inspire?
Well, I guess it's in the name.
I guess John Woo took some inspiration.
Hell yeah!
John
You
Woo
will-
is using moving birds.
So did John Woo? Has there ever been a John Woo film that didn't focus heavily with the doves?
I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces of.
Hello
Face
there.
No. Sorry, Dweebs. Face Off has doves.
Off, and I've
Bird
seen.
doves, mind you.
Yeah, and Mission Impossible 2 had probably the worst use of the doves, honestly.
So, our little fella here is a bit of a maniac.
And a pervert.
You don't
Yeah.
say to.
I mean, just look at him.
That's a face you can trust.
Yeah, never mind the fact that it's half shadowed and it's shot a bit in the darkness. Nah. Oh, but you think he's trustworthy? Wait till we meet his mother.
Oh boy.
Norman!
Yes, Mom.
Don't forget to cook cook her something.
Mom, when have I told you we are not cannibals? We don't even go to that level.
Well, hey, I'm a cannibal. Give me her leg.
You're only saying that so you can get in Hannibal Lecter's pants.
Who?
Hannibal Lecter.
Anyway. Oh, dear diary, I met someone that's really creepy as fuck. Help me.
She's counting up her money that she's stolen.
Oh, she's so obsessed.
I love money.
I'm sure Karma won't find a way to bite her in the back now.
So I don't get this. Film is pretty much telling you, don't steal money, you prat.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't steal money or you might end up with someone that's more crazier than you.
Oh, goody. It's clever, flushing him down the toilet, getting rid of the evidence.
Hello, pointless press shot. Not what really.
Oh, yeah, here it comes.
Probably the most famous
Okay,
scene in the
Dwi-
movie.
Okay,
Yeah, here
Dwib,
we go.
stop me if you've... Yep, we all remember this scene from horror
Yep.
films now, don't we?
Oh, cold.
And the scene that David Cage loves to do. Hey, Pedro, bets on how many shower scenes will be in Detroit. Even though she's an android and should short out.
True.
Love, maybe you should have locked your door.
Yep.
Oh, there's someone else. And it's a woman.
Surprise!
There we go.
Could you imagine what the composer was telling his orchestra?
Yeah. Hey, you
Right.
with the violin. Play like mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, but there
Yes,
you go,
Vince,
Dwibs.
that's actual chocolate syrup.
Yep, that's right. This film started the whole Scream chord track and also the whole murdered while in a shower.
And she's dead. There you go.
So we
forget.
followed this woman
If I forget,
for...
I forget. Was Dwebs, was Bernard Herrmann the one who composed this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought this clearly sounds like Bernard Herrmann.
So yeah. So there you go, Dwibs. The first time the whole scare cord and murder in a shower scene.
So this woman we followed for half the movie is now dead.
Yep.
That's another thing Hitchcock would do. Well, yeah. Well, that goes back to the whole Hitchcock playing with your expectations. By the way, Looney Tunes Back in Action parried this. Just a heads up.
Oh shit, I'm never going to spend that money now. I wanted to buy a new car.
Maybe I'm reading a bit too much in this, but I'm guessing that the reason Hitchcock...
drinking game, someone was murdered, so...
Go ahead, Waves.
Bottoms up. But yeah, maybe I'm reading a bit too much in this, but I think that the reason Hitchcock shot so much over her dead body is sort of emphasize and sort of give people a time to, like, you know, recover from the shock of, you know, what seemed to be the main character.
Also, point of view, Waves.
Sorry?
Point of view.
Oh.
Yep, point of view. By the way, she was a blonde.
Norman!
Not now, Mother. I think there's been a murder. What's this? Norman actually wasn't the one who killed her.
Da da da. Oh, shit.
Shit. Now everyone's going to think it was me. What did I ever do?
Yeah, I only acted somewhat creepy and twitchy. Everyone judges me for that.
Shit. What do I do? What do I do? Think, Norman, think.
Maybe I should run away and form a company called Oscorp. Change my name to Osborne.
It kind of does look like William Dafoe.
That's why they should have got to play him in the remake, not.
Yeah. Honestly, Willem Dafoe is the definitive live-action Green Goblin for me. I know the costume isn't the best, but...
what can you do?
Yeah.
Go,
aside from
Goblin
the costume,
Rangers.
Remember, it was the revival of superhero movies in a long time. So
true. That costume is, and honestly, I like the costume. So.
Besides, remember, earlier concepts show that the costume would have been more similar to the comic book one, but Sam Raimi didn't like it and decided to do something completely different.
I guess I could sort of see where he was coming from at the time, since, well, that was sort of the problem with some comic book movies, was they tried a bit too much to stick to the comics, and, well, because of that, we sort of got stuff like Batman and Robin. But enough about that. Let's get back to here.
Okay, wait, shit. Does this mean I'm the main character now?
Yes!
I guess.
Fuck, I wasn't ready.
Invent something.
Shit. Alfred, help.
Alfred? Oh, right, that Alfred.
No, the one behind you.
Or Mr. Hitchcock, wherever he had his actors going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this, man. Maybe touching the dead body would probably not help my case.
Yeah.
Well, he's not thinking straight because, well...
I could just call the police.
Who do we know that's around? Who do we know that's close enough to have committed the murder?
The guy's mom.
Yep. And, well, seeing as how the girl herself did say that he should maybe try getting his mother to an institution, he said, well, nah, no way. But now his mother seems to have killed, and, well, now he may have to make some very tough choices.
Yep.
Cover for his mother, or get her the help she needs.
Dun, dun, dun.
So tense.
Norman, are you cleaning again?
Now, Mom.
Well, you better hurry up. Dinner's ready in half an hour.
Do I even dare ask what's in it?
Yeah,
I wonder what's for dinner.
bits and pieces of leftovers from the last guest we had.
No, Dubs. That's Sweeney Todd.
Okay, leftovers from Sweeney Todd's last guest.
What I mean is that's what happens in Sweeney Todd, not this movie.
Covers it now, a crossover between the two.
That actually could be pretty awesome if done right. Although the only thing we'd have to work on is how these two end up meeting each other. Da, da,
Do you have a buy your car, love? Thank you.
I like how the music sends up the tenseness, so now you're sort of in Norman's shoes and you feel as nervous as he does.
Yeah.
You know, surprised that
Remember,
there's not
there has been no dialogue through this old scene.
Yeah, this is something.
Yeah,
This is something
you
that great
can tell what he's
filmmakers.
thinking.
This is something that great filmmakers like Hitchcock and Kubrick do. They use the music to enhance the mood and
And in a good way, not like in Lost in Space.
Well. In that case, I'm going to actually have give credit, like Doug said. William Hurt is so bad that the music has to do the acting for him. So let's give the composer credit for trying to correct the shitty acting.
Who's the composer of that film?
I don't know.
I'll check. Excuse me.
Cheers.
Bruce Broughton.
Oh, Bruce Broughton, awesome.
Yeah.
I love.
Never heard of him.
I love his work in the Tiny Toon Adventures show.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you actually watched Tiny Toons and liked it?
Why, you don't like Tiny Toon Adventures?
I thought
I liked
it was universally received in a meh way.
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
No, it's considered a cult classic, at least,
It
and
was
an
the-
outright full-blown classic at most.
It's like it was.
I mean-
it was a success that led to the same guys making Animaniacs for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Tiny Toons is pretty much like Tiny Toons is like
speaking
what
of-
little, oh,
Speaking of Animaniacs, you know, in between programs, you have the announcers announcing what's coming up next.
Yeah.
hmm
Well, on one of our stations back in the late 90s, the announcer announced the name correctly at first, Animaniacs, but then later on when he was actually announcing the program, he called it Animanics.
Okay.
Oh, British pronunciations.
Even though he got it right earlier the first time.
Although I still have to say, who's the name of the man who actually managed to pronounce that that city in Wales properly?
Liam Dutton, he's Welsh as well, actually.
Oh, I guess that makes sense how he was able to pronounce it. Pedro knows what I'm talking about too. Have you ever seen how long that name is?
Whatever. Yeah, I know.
I'll put it in text for you, because there's no way I'm going to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Okay. First the body, then the
And
stuff.
the shovel. Just gotta get rid of the body kit.
Okay, I've ran out of alcohol now, so drinking game over.
Really? That was quick.
Yeah.
Didn't have that much on you.
Yeah. I'm only drinking one can at a time now, because remember what happened last time?
Yep.
Ah, we were hoping for a return of drunk dwibs.
Well, too bad. You're going to get slightly buzzed dwibs.
Well, is it South African cider?
Strongbow.
I still can't believe that during Chappie, of all things, it was South African cider that was making you drunk.
Poor
And-
Dweebsy.
Yeah, let's just say that Neil Blomkamp to Dwibs is like what David Cage is to Shiroi. And what Toriyama is to you and Pedro.
Dweebs.
But
Oh boy.
Yeah, Chappie really did a number on him. Let's just leave it at that.
of course it did.
Dweebs, are you already giving in to the madness?
It's Chappie, Tio. You
No. What I'm saying right
I only
now.
had 1 pint.
Wow, you're that malleable.
I'm only a little thingy, that's all.
And now he's getting rid of the car.
Okay, just hope the cops don't see this.
Ah, that convenient pot of mud near your house when you can dispose bodies.
And an entire car of all
Do you
things.
need a place where you can bury dead people you've accidentally killed, or think you might have killed if they hadn't? For the behold, convenient puddle of mud available at all nearby motels. Yeah.
Rest in pepperoni.
Thank you, Jack Horner.
Okay.
Wow, that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now let's go back to where Sam Loomis is going on.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he got ditched by his fiance.
My fiance's a bitch. I'll be right back. I need the loo.
Ah, yes, there's everyday Americans with posh accents. I remember those from the 60s, too.
Hello there. Sam.
Sam!
Well, hello there.
Uh,
Well, aside from the obvious.
oh. Wow, first thing you jump, first conclusion you jump on is that the two lovers are plotted something.
Even though the poor guy's none the wiser.
Wow, that close up.
Huh, maybe David Cage also picked that up from Hitchcock for Heavy Rain.
Yeah, I guess that was just show-offing motion capture.
Yeah, the polygons and all that.
Don't you see?
You see,
Joe?
no. Teo, Monopoly.
Sorry, yeah, it's your.
When
By the way, am I the
when
only
I
one
think of the
that-
film industry, I think of the early goings. Back here in this movie, Psycho, look at this. There is no HD. There is no wide lens. There is very little way we can look at the actor's emotions. Fortunately, nowadays, film is not limited. We need no more pantomime.
Yeah, because who needs actually trying to find the feelings when you can just put them right in your face right there?
Oh, what's
another
next?
candle.
I hope it's not beer because can of beers taste like shit.
It's not beer, it's cider.
Oh, so you do have some more cider. Oh,
Although this time
you
I got a smaller glass, so
Well, Dwibs, a blonde walked in.
fucking hell.
But why? Brandon is not mad dog. He's up to something.
Surprised that detectives aren't a Hitchcock cliche.
Well, he wasn't. The noir aspect of his movies were
True.
just
True. Yeah.
was not prominent, even though it was present.
True. Yeah.
He
That's a-
potentially could have made an entire noir movie, but he just limited to use it just as an element of the whole scheme of things in his movies.
So the logical thing is to look at hotels and motels around the area.
And one of them may be this.
Yeah, okay. This could be a thing. How long it takes for slightly buzzed dwibs to freak out to you?
What do you mean?
And that'll still be nothing compared to Chappie, which almost had us frightened.
Yeah. Like, what, do you think I'm going to come over to Portugal and America and decapitate your asses?
Well,
Oh, Dibs, if you only knew.
well. There was also the fact that you were lamenting the fact that you will not be able to see Alien 5 Day 1 with me.
Well, yeah. And
Oh!
although the movie got
Do we
delayed,
have a release date for Alien 5?
No,
it's been put on hold.
it's just that me and Dwebs,
got delayed.
it's just that me and Dwebs pretty much declared that we're seeing that movie day one because we have to see just if he's actually going to do the same movie for the Alien series again.
Well, he's got another movie
Looks
in
like
the
Dibs
works.
has his own David Cage now.
I wanted to ask you some nice stuff.
Private Eyes. Those are surprisingly still a thing nowadays.
I guess.
I'm not the police. I'm something different.
I am a spy.
I am the law.
These blocks are under arrest. I knew you'd say that.
You know, it'll be just beautiful if movie subs of all things has subtitles for
Judge
the
Dredd.
old Judge Dredd movie.
It's funny. I thought the stabbing scene wasn't until like near the end of the movie.
No, that's exactly the point, Dwebs. That's exactly the point, Dwebs. Hitchcock turns the formula all on its head.
Yeah.
Basically, the villain is
Yeah.
kind of our main character now. Actually, now that we bring it up, Dwebs, yeah, that's probably one big thing that Colin McCarthy took from this movie when writing No Country for Old Men. Except he did it badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what's weird? It's like a lot of horror films make cliches out of the elements in the film, yet ironically, this film itself sort of still did a lot of twists that a lot of horror films don't do.
Oh shit! I think I'm gonna be found.
I like that. I like that twitch. Like, well, you can always tell he's nervous when he chews like that.
Yeah, the emphasis on the shot is to emphasize his jaw movement.
This guy is the Sir Alex Ferguson of creepos.
Cheers.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Does he think he's Churchill the dog? Oh yes.
It's hard to tell what color her hair was because this universe is black and white.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had a cholera incident 20 years ago thanks to an atom experiment gone wrong, and now we're stuck like this.
Yeah.
Watching stuff like the Avengers will be pretty awkward in black and white. But mind you,
Are
apparently...
you referencing something?
No. It's just an observation. And again, apparently apparently George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road saying watching that in black and white would be good.
Hmm.
Oh, you mean the new Mad Max Fury Road would be neat looking in black and white, you say?
Yeah, but I honestly prefer watching it in color. I mean, it's the most colorful R-rated film I've ever seen. I want to keep it that way.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
This is like an Ace Attorney case.
Yeah.
It's
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Ace Attorney... actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Ace Attorney took a few things from this, particularly the twitches you see in Witnesses.
I guess. Well, it does from certainly L.A. Noir took a lot from this.
Oh, yeah. And we all know that L.A. Noir did take some things from Ace Attorney. They even confirmed that themselves.
Well, that mostly
So,
GTA.
coincidence?
It's just as basically, well, it's still not as obvious as the fact that Alan Wake is pretty much a big love letter to Stephen King.
So you're telling me, Jova, that L.A. Noir took things from Ace Attorney, and then Ace Attorney took things from L.A. Noir with the whole, emotion system, video gaming breeding. Jesus.
How about that? And of course, both games take place in L.A.
That's creepy as fuck.
I wonder what Max Payne took inspiration from.
I don't know.
Max Payne feels like an amalgamation of a lot of mafia games mixed in with a bit of a police cop drama.
But it has a clear, distinct noir tone.
Well, except for 3.
Yeah. Well, 3 is more like a traditional cop movie.
So, yeah, anywho, I think it's hinted well enough that suspicions go on. By the way, am I the one who thinks now that house on the hill looks a bit like the Haunted Mansion?
I don't know. Were you there, Jova, when I mentioned? Yeah, it's based from a painting of an artist named Hopper. I can't remember his first name.
No. I don't think I was around then. What did you have to say about it?
Basically, the shot of the house as a whole is based on a painting of a famous artist called Edward Hopper, I think it was called. It was an artist that based his work around the way light shines on objects or buildings and stuff like that. And the way the house is shot, the angle, it's basically mimicking his style. So a lot of movies actually took inspiration from it. Like one of his most famous painting is that shot of bar in night where several people are at the counter ordering stuff. It's one of his most famous. I'll link to that.
Is it me or are these guys talking extremely fast?
Rather,
That's kind of the idea.
Goddamn cider.
Jeez, Traves, you really do have a low tolerance.
I remember one time I was at an Indian restaurant and I didn't drink all that much and I was a little bit buzzed.
So basically you're the anti-Pedro, since from my experience, Pedro seems to have a high tolerance.
Yeah.
I decide too, but it depends on the circumstances and what I actually drink.
I don't know
I
how much
guess,
tolerance I have, because every single alcoholic beverage I've tried, I don't really like the taste of, except for one, and that was only a sample I got to have.
You should try cocktails, man, mixing stuff with stuff.
Maybe.
I wouldn't want to drink a cocktail. I'd be buzzed immediately upon even looking at it.
Oh, poor Dweebsy.
Sorry.
Well, sometimes we just can't enjoy the finer things in life, like me and my affliction to anything sweet aside from cheesecake.
Cheesecake is shit.
Take that back.
Never.
Oh boy, Pedro.
Alright, so they're still continuing their investigation.
yep.
Phone's not working.
Even a brick would have figured out that something is not right here by this point. And our detective here surely is not that dumb.
Sorry. I'm actually talking to myself. The phone's broken. Yeah, we're all psychos.
I guess that's the place.
And yeah, I'm actually kind of thankful that I don't have any more cans of cider left. Only 2 pint cans.
Huh.
I won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns out Sam Loomis is at least innocent, so we know that. Now, just to try and wrap up that other little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's gonna try talking to Norman's mother.
No.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah. Oh, wait till we ourselves get to meet her, Dwib. She's
Special.
Yeah.
She's quite a tricky customer.
yeah.
Hey, John Williams ripped this off of this movie when he did the theme music for Harry Potter 1.
Wow.
You sure you're not in drunk Dwib's mode?
Well,
Jova, what the fuck do you think?
I did drink 2 cans of pints of Strongbow.
Well, remember, Teal, there's certain
Both the
stages.
Raven
There's semi-drunk and then
never
there's
fucked
full
me.
drunk. Ugh.
Everyone knows you never go full drunk.
Texas
Besides,
Army
I
all
don't have any more cans left, so I can't get any worse than this.
All right. Just say, because you'll definitely need to be in enough position for what's to come after this movie.
Yeah.
Suppose.
Nothing weird there, I guess.
Okay, maybe I'll check in here. Nothing can go wrong here, surely.
Yeah, just venture alone in the haunted mansion. I mean, that
Yeah.
always worked.
I love how that house looks foreboding in every shot they show.
Like, I
it.
mean, Alone in the Dark, Resident Evil, House of the Dead.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm getting Chappie flashbacks right now.
Did something similar happen?
No.
Well, I'll just say that.
Oh, Dweeb's getting drunk.
I'll
Okay.
just say that Dibs is a very fun drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he bad thing about his headaches the next day?
He's a polite guy. He took his hat off.
Yeah. Hello. My name is generic police officer. Pleased to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the return of drunk Dwibs.
Well, not quite yet.
Well, not.
I'm not going to get any more thingy. This
All right. Then, concentratedly drunk Dwibs.
Yeah.
Doesn't roll off the tongue as easily, though.
Still no dialogue.
Buzzed Dwib said that's a step below drunk.
All right. Yeah.
I buzzed. Okay, so oh boy.
You know, part of me wonders if Buzz
Right.
Dwibs gave.
Jesus Christ!
Hey,
Murder!
look at the bright side. This got a good Blofeld impression.
And he died. Time to switch on another character.
Aw, well, isn't she a kind lady?
Duh.
This really looks like a video game. Your character has died. Pick a new one.
So it's like Heavy Rain, where if a character dies, the
I
game
mean,
goes on.
This looks like a D&D game, D&D game where your dungeon master is really dickish unless your character die at the minimal sign of false step. And he goes like, yeah, your character dies horrible death. Start writing a new one.
It reminds me of Zombie U, like where if your player character died, you would then go to playing as another person because your player character is either dead or a zombie now.
Because you're a bitch, you can't. Yes. Because you're a woman in the 1960s. We can't have you progressed yet, so piss off.
Or can we? Remember, Dwibs, it's a Hitchcock film.
Let me guess, it turns out she was the killer.
Yeah, I'll let you see what happens. He's not there.
Oh, he's just having a swim in the mud. Don't worry.
Albogast sounds like some, I don't know, German word for a generic scary character. Albogast. Ah.
Cousin of Flabbergasted.
Yep.
My face is numb.
What do you think, lady?
The only one's around is the mother.
Okay.
He's next on the killer's hit list, this guy. And
Good evening.
hello. She's dead. Sorry, love. Your whole quest was for nothing. Roll credits. Oh, wait.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah, it does seal this show. Because she's a greedy bitch.
She's having the fun of her lifetime in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Well, only $40,000, which...
Because she's a gold digger. I can't feel my face. Okay, was this Alfred Hitchcock's intention to get the audience so buzzed they're under the mindset of whoever the killer is?
That's exactly the point. That's exactly it. Though I'm pretty sure he didn't think of it as a drinking game.
Yeah, of course there's something wrong.
There's your sneak peek at our Chappie commentary too.
Believe it or not, Tia, this is...
Courtesy of Swashbuckling Psycho.
Please, trust me, Tia, this is tame compared to Chappie.
Again, I can't have any more because I haven't got any more left.
Thank goodness.
If I had any more...
Well, then again, Drunk Dribs was awesome, but even still, I still need, at the very least, competent Dwibs for when we commentate on JLA Act of God. Trust me, you're gonna need to be sober.
For buzz, then I might enjoy it more.
Dwibs. Pedro, how do you think he's gonna react when he sees who it is that becomes a drunk in that comic?
I'm not even gonna...
I don't think he will particularly care, even though I will.
Yeah. It would be even more funny hearing your reactions.
Well,
I love
gee,
how,
thanks.
I love how he pretty much sounds like he doesn't even give a shit about this.
Of course, that's
Yeah.
Edmonton.
No, we're talking about the character.
No, talk
I
about this.
think.
We'll talk about this character.
Oh, all right, okay.
It was like, yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep here. I got my dressing gown on, so leave me the fuck
Wait.
alone.
Oh my God! So is this where the guy who made? Wait. So is this where the Coen Brothers got inspiration for like 95% of the characters in No Country for Old Men? Guy who doesn't give a
Sorry,
crap?
Jova already went there.
Yeah, silly Jover. You try to call stuff, but you already beat you to it.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun.
So then that poses a question: who's the woman that's been attacking everyone?
Oh no, Alfred Hitchcock's wife. Or some other person who was staying at the hotel at the time. Sorry, motel. Difference.
So yeah, it turns out Mrs. Bate killed her husband by poisoning him, and after that, she was pretty much a gold digger the whole way through
You
until
mean
she
Jova?
died.
He was poisoned with poison.
Right, just let me take these. I just need to take these things out. I'll be right back.
Actually, maybe Ace Attorney was making a Psycho reference with that line. Now that I think about it, what do you think, Pedro?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Oh, is it during this scene where we get one of the most awesome shots with Norman Bates?
I don't know.
So yeah, the plot thickens.
Indeed.
Alright, I'm back.
Just in time,
Good,
Liv.
Libs are back.
Good.
Yeah, there's gonna be a particular shot with Norman Bates that's iconic.
It looks like he's a supermodel strutting up the stairs. Well, hurry on back, you useless piece of shit. I'm starving here.
Okay.
I've been stuck in this room for 20 years and I'm not shifting.
Okay.
Get out!
Oh boy. Oh.
That clearly wasn't dubbed in post. Oh, what's that?
So yeah, he's going to hide his mother away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his sister's dead. Just told you that earlier, you bitch.
Everyone died.
The end. Alright, Dwibs, keep yourself calm and composed.
You
I
don't
know.
know yet.
I don't give a shit. I just want to get my paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah, you too.
I don't want to go to a hotel. My sister died there, you heartless bastard!
Charging, guns blazing.
Yes.
Charge! I got a weird laugh.
Yes, you do.
Mhm. Oh shit, they found me. What do I do? Mom, they found us. What do we do? It was normal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's clearly not a bright sunny day.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The old classic pretend it's old business trick.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Well done. You just signed yourself to a free lifetime deal with the hotel. You got to stay here forever.
Awkward.
Yeah.
$10. That's dirt cheap.
Well, it's a motel, Wibs. We trade in an economic rooms with usual bad hygiene quality.
Of course.
But what do you know? If you're a couple and you don't know where to go in order to have some, intimate time, that's your place.
Still beats Corneria. Welcome to Corneria. Welcome to Corneria. Sorry, I
Actually,
say
I
that a
don't know
lot
how
every
much
time.
it costs me in Corneria.
Sorry about that. I tend to
I
say
just
that
found
after
out
going to
something, guys.
Corneria. What is it, Buzzdwibs?
I can bounce up and down like a seesaw. Whee!
What the shit?
Okay. Go home,
Pedro,
Zildron.
help us.
What, me? What do you want me to do?
You're the most sane person here.
I am?
Hey, I'm perfectly fine.
No, you're clearly not.
Sure you are, Jonah. Sure you are.
What? Please. It's
You
only
remain
ever
calm 90% of the time. That's pathological. But pathological.
Sure. Well, aren't you quite the ace at spotting lies, lady?
Yeah, you should be an ace attorney.
Roll credits.
Ding!
Oh my god.
Alright, so they're getting closer to unraveling the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, keep your eyes peeled, Wibs. It's gonna surprise you.
Oh, yeah.
It was all a dream.
No. Thank goodness they don't do that.
Yeah, because then Alfred Hitchcock would be called the master of suspense, because there was no suspense. She opens the door. I wonder if this is where Squidward got his inspiration from when he made the story of the hash-slinging slasher.
Who knows? Maybe.
Shit, a bastard removed the evidence. Wait, are we even the police?
No, we're not.
Ah, private investigator.
Yes, let's just call that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Leighton Brothers in a nutshell, looking for everything frantically.
How far have you gotten in Lady Brothers?
I already finished it. I'm testing if I'm able to record it, actually.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, I like Leighton Brothers, and I love what they do with the protagonist.
Oh yeah, no. Leighton, the
Actually, now that
the writing in Leighton Brothers, maybe not maybe not quite as good, but definitely on par with the main series in general.
I managed to stay up.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I almost nodded off for a second there. Not because of this movie.
Don't worry, Drips. Just drink a good bit of water afterwards.
Water and lemon. That works.
I hate
Yeah.
lemon.
Well,
Come on,
hey,
Drips,
Drips, you
it's for
want to
your
get
own
better?
good.
Yeah,
I don't even have any anyway, so
really. Well, at the very least, have water.
yeah, water. And also, why is it when I look in the window, what's actually a bag looks like a birthday cake?
Okay.
Actually, I get that even when I'm not drunk. It just kind of looks like a birthday cake or something. Or at least a box holding a birthday cake.
Illusion, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
There we go.
After that, I've got a very sweet tooth.
Ah,
Can I help you?
Why, yes, I was looking for my silent jump scare. Thank you for finding it.
Yeah.
that's another thing. Hitchcock doesn't need always music to scare you.
Yeah.
So the music does that by itself anyway.
No. The
Well,
thing is,
there's
well, he does
there's
it
this
without
thing,
using
that
music.
90%, there are a lot of times where, during a scary moment, the music is doing the scare like for from a minimum of 60% of the scare
Right.
factor is from the music. Hitchcock manages to do that without the music, which is incredible.
Yeah, even though he used the music earlier.
Yeah, I think he just showed what he can do because he's a bad motherfucker and that's how he rolls.
Yeah, I love. Like he got me imagining Alfred Hitchcock saying that kind of stuff. I am a bad motherfucker. All right, so
It is not safe to enter this house with a mad woman going around.
please remove your shoes.
This is not Japan, Wibs.
No, please remove your shoes because I hate footprints on my floor. She's the descendant of something Japanese, I guess. So
Okay, Dwibs, get ready. We're about to get hit with quite a few whammies soon.
right.
So yeah, let's just say they're the kind of whammies where you definitely want to be sitting down.
So I was just slapping myself. So
Yeah, that's what I was questioning.
I was just slapping myself so I could pay attention.
All right,
Jesus.
just getting this.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish a lot of filmmakers would do nowadays is actually manage to pull off jump scares without having to use like loud sounds.
Yeah,
What do you mean, like?
yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Those are just annoying.
I'm actually kind of surprised when I saw the visit that did happen.
Yeah. Kudos to Shyamalan for managing to pull it off. Shyamalan of all people. Ugh.
That sound just glitched.
Alfred, we've had a sound glitch. What do we do?
Oh,
We roll with it.
what the shit?
Oh no! It turns out the killer was me.
Okay.
Oh,
Someone's been sleeping here. Yeah.
Sure.
Now that's creepy.
Anyone in here? Nope.
Oh, stuffed bunny.
He really did grow up in this house. He really grew up.
And
You know,
now
like,
vinyls, stuff that's actually still popular today.
But didn't they say they cause cancer?
Vinyls cause cancer.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Where do you get your theories from, Tio?
It's not a whatever.
Well, it is sort of a rumored statistic with.
I mean, whatever next? Are they going to say that tables cause heart disease?
Well, it's not made. Well, it's not just the vinyl, but a lot of people are saying that there's certain material in the vinyl thing
Yeah,
that can get on.
when you breathe it stuck to your lungs.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. Laptops cause bone cancer.
Well, contact with a laptop can be bad for you. It won't necessarily give you cancer, but
Well, in that case, I should have been dead long ago.
no. I mean, it works with physical
remember, there was a
contact,
time
like having
people
it on your
thought,
laps.
there was a time people thought it
What?
Cell phones.
Ouch!
It was Norman all along.
Hold on. We still have his mother to deal with.
Yep.
Luckily, Sam's just knocked out, though. Uh-oh, she's going to the basement. That's where his mother is.
Oh boy.
I'm going to be in the sequel in 23 years' time, don't you know?
Okay, I forget. Were the sequels any good?
What do you think?
Well, it depends. I mean, were they good?
Nope.
Wait, hold on. When were the sequels made?
80s.
Whoa, so like 20 years later. Uh-oh.
Jesus!
Yeah.
There's his mother.
Bit of a delayed scream reaction there.
Jesus.
There's his mother.
Yes, it was him all along.
But isn't
Yeah!
What?
You know how we've heard his mother all this time? It was actually Norman.
He's so
Alright.
he's so completely he's so completely insane that he's basically pretending.
He's kept his mother's dead remains.
And got a split personality disorder.
Yep.
That way, my mommy will always be with me.
So now it's time for some exposition on why little Norman became so insane.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So yeah, it is kind of like Norman Osborn when you think about it. Hey, wait a minute. This came out before Spider-Man ever was created, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
the
so
whole
maybe
psychological Green Goblin thing. Was
So maybe Norman Osborn was based on Norman Bates, now that I think about it.
yeah.
That's right. Norman is dead. All that remains is Mrs. Bates. Yep.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is it now? Yeah, I can see that.
Have you calmed down with your drunk state, Whips?
Slightly.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm such a good detective that I can solve this all in the matter of one day.
Yeah.
Because we're Hollywood detectives. We're good at that.
So it was because he loved the women that his mother's side decided, I have to go.
What a shame.
That's actually a rather interesting system when you think about it. And yes, a lot of other Hollywood horror films would try and riff off of this.
Even the song remake.
Well, the remake at least has an excuse. But yeah, Dwibs, there's the big twist. Norman is also his mother.
Dun, dun,
Go
dun.
figure.
Ew.
Huh.
He must be a master ventriloquist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. Although you think he's good at it in here, wait till you see the sequels.
Yeah, just look at poor Harvey Dent.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Of course, the person who gets the $40,000 in the end is Mother Nature. Poison
Justice,
Ivy
that
would
is-
love that.
Yeah.
So now let's see what becomes of old Mrs. Bates, I guess.
Yeah, that's his iconic shot.
Oh, crap.
And just in case they do make 3 sequels.
Oh boy, here it comes. Oh yeah.
Jesus, you're fucked up.
Yep.
The end.
What an happy movie. So, final thoughts.
Okay, I'll go. Well, Twiz,
Go ahead,
why don't you
Twiz.
go first?
It was a good movie, yeah. I might have enjoyed it more if I was a bit more thingy, but
Sober.
yeah.
Yeah, next time leave the drinking games for the
Bad movies.
more
Grown-ups,
silly things.
Yeah, like maybe Psycho's remake. But overall, yeah, it was a good film. Yeah, really the only problem I had, the only legit problem I have is well, honestly, I thought the whole detective stuff wasn't as interesting as what came before it.
What, you mean the
Well,
detectives
to be
talking
fair,
about the
that
mystery?
wasn't as much the focus, if that's what you're talking about.
You mean the detective explaining the whole thing at the end?
Yeah, honestly, even some of the other detective-y things wasn't really all that interesting. I mean, okay, that's not fair. It was interesting, but not quite as fun to watch as the stuff that came before.
Sure, I guess.
But yeah, overall, yeah, it's a very good movie. You next.
Pedro, you go.
Oh well, of course, this is a classic. I mean, it's one of the movies Hitchcock is known for, and for a good reason, because it shows off his masterful ability to keep audiences in suspense as to what the hell is even going on. And yeah, Norman Bates is considered one of the most memorable villains in film history, and for good reason, because not only is he
I actually
creepy,
think he's the good guy at some point.
not only is the actor's performance really fantastic, he's a genuinely complex character in many ways.
Really complex.
So it's a fantastic horror movie. Well, more like a thriller kind of movie, but sure, let's go with that.
Tio, you go.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I mean, the stylistic choices, the way it's portrayed, the story it tells, the twist and everything. Yeah, it's fine. Sure, the explanation at the end, basically the ending, where a character explains what's going on, like, remind me a lot of how X-Files ended, by the way. But, I mean, I guess it's just a bearable thing for a movie like this. But as I read, of course, it was a fun ride.
Yeah. Guess
Go ahead,
it's my
Jova.
turn. Seeing this movie again did bring back a lot of good memories. I mean, obviously, I didn't see this when it first came out, but I remember my first time seeing this. I mean, I didn't even know about the twist. It's like, well, even with this movie being as old as it is, I'm consistently amazed with how it still pulls out the stops. It plays with your expectation. It does the last things you would expect. It's like, well, here's the thing. It's like, well, you know how like usually most movies of old, usually people are okay with you spoiling. Well, this is one movie that everyone will say, if you haven't seen, see it for yourself. The twist is worth it. And dear Lord, were they right. I also like how the music comes. The music always sets you in the right mood. You get to know the characters well enough. And yes, of course, I love how Hitchcock can do a proper jump scare without even needing to have the loud music or any loud sounds whatsoever. And yeah, Norman Bates is really unique as a villain. Yeah, I don't have much else I can say except it's a nice spooky ride.
Yep. All right, everybody. So that was it.
Folks, tune in later for when we commentate on
Either one of the
the
sequels or the
Psycho
remake.
sequels.
Yeah.
Or the remake.
Uh-huh.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
So yeah.